Good morning, Warriors. I'm your host, Ethan, and welcome to the 10th episode of FBTV. Here in this episode, we'll go over the 10th and last game of our football regular season, which also turned out to be the last game of our season because we did not make playoffs. All right, then with that out of the way, let's get into our 10th and last game of football against Ontario Christian. All right, in opening the game, we received the ball on kickoff via touchback, and our first few opening drives, although admittedly short and ended with the punt, they were really dominantly led by number 21, Rhino. But I won't go into detail here since he'll continue to do the same thing, but better very soon. So, as I said earlier, we did end up punting the ball back to Ontario, and with us up on defense, Ontario's center snapped an uncatchable ball just way too high, and Rossi was right there to bring the quarterback down to his knees as he was recovering the ball. With a little less than 8 minutes left in the first quarter, Ryan continued to find ways to shred through the defense, not only taking hits like a champ, but also dishing them out at the same time as well. After Ontario's offensive drive, they kicked the ball back to us, and DJ just had a field day, making some really big and crucial plays on both the rush and pass plays, getting huge first downs and then some on both plays and ending off the first quarter of the game. Starting the second quarter off, Kanai threw a very similar pass to Cameron, who pulled off a very similar move, giving us well over a first down. However, unfortunately, the ball was coughed up and picked up by one of Ontario's defenders, who ran it all the way down to the house for a defensive touchdown. But luckily they decided to give it to what just looks like a lineman, as it looks like he attempted to waddle his way into the end zone, but was just laid out right away by a bunch of our defenders and stopping a 2-point conversion attempt. With the ball kicked off back into our hands after that touchdown, on our very first drive, Kanai found Rossi, who just turned on the gas on the screen here, avoiding defenders left and right for a run that lasted about 25 yards. At about the 5-minute mark of the second quarter, Ontario scored another touchdown. But Andy was able to block the extra point kick in a very unfortunate way, but it was a blocked kick nonetheless. Ontario did attempt the onside kick, but it was recovered by Rossi, and after a crucial save by Kanai, scrambling and finding a window to throw it to Cameron, Kanai threw a dime to DJ, who avoided the only defender he needed to and scored a Warrior touchdown through a 50-yard play, with Cam also scoring the extra point as he usually does. Eventually, with a little less than 1 minute left in the first half, Ontario's quarterback fumbled a handoff to his running back, and then upon recovery, Ethan was there to track him down and drag him to the ground. And our defense really continued to make some really great stops, as Preston managed to swat the ball down right out of the air behind the line of scrimmage, and Ontario was not able to score a touchdown in the remaining time in the half. All right, and a little after the beginning of the third quarter, Ontario scored a touchdown. But when attempting the extra point kick, the ball flew right through the holder's fingers and somehow bounced right into the hands of the kicker, who tried his best but was just brought down by Aiden Williams. And towards the final few minutes of the third quarter, Ontario's quarterback would throw an interception right to Austin, saving what really could have been another Ontario touchdown. And right after that, the third quarter would end. And finally, with a little over 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, we got the ball back, and right after a great pass to Andy, DJ would be handed off the ball and just hop off through that line, giving us some great extra yards and a first down. A short time later, and after a few more really incredible plays, Kanai found Adrian deep downfield and threw it perfectly right to him for another Warrior touchdown. And then, we're not babies, we're men, so we decided to go for the extra 2-point conversion, and even though the play was off to a rocky start, Kanai found Cameron with a great ball, allowing him to keep his feet just enough in bounds to make the attempt good. And that would essentially wrap up the game as well as our 2023 football season. It was a wild ride and something I myself am very, very proud to be a part of. And although it's over now and ended pretty suddenly, it's kind of a bittersweet moment for a lot of us. But we really, on behalf of the players, we thank all of you for coming, showing support for this program, all the home games we did, the tailgate party, and even showing support for our very first Friday Night Lights game, now that we have lights on our home field. Or even just watching these videos. It really means a lot to us, and we thank you for everything. So this is the last episode of FBTV where I recap the games for you guys, but although it's the last recap video, I do still have some other stuff planned for FBTV, so keep an eye out for that in the near future. But I've been talking for long enough. On behalf of the team, thank you for everything, truly means a lot, and I'll see you on the field.